So I remember it was probably the first time I had met the other lodge chief, who would soon become sort of my co-lodge chief. And it was me, him, and the advisors. And we met up at a Dunkin' Donuts in, I want to say, Seekonk. And we sat down and we really hashed out the lodge rules. We hashed out the charter. And it was sort of a scary conversation to start out. But it was really nice to get to know each other, and it was just funny to be doing sort of what felt like really important business at a table at Dunkin' Donuts.
By far, I'm most proud of the OA Pavilion that we built at Camp Keshelot. I remember tons of people putting in hours and hours of work, having to go to different meetings, speak to everyone to get this organized, and then getting to work with the Rangers and see the project finally come together. It's probably one of the top experiences of my whole scouting career.
One of the biggest struggles of, being a part of the lodge entirety of COVID was that we're such an organization based on, being in person, providing service, meetings in person, being at camps, being outdoors. And so much of that was tough during COVID. But what was really cool is, how we thought of different and unique ways to continue to hold ordeals and come out of ordeals. A few of our ceremonies members recorded online ceremonies, and we had breakout rooms, and you got to meet your Langamet Friday online before you showed up Saturday morning for the ordeal. We coordinated the ordeals on Saturday morning, so you were dropped off exactly where your work group would start for the day. You'd eat lunch with them. We'd deliver lunch to you. Just the organization and the teamwork that went into that, from the Lodge Executive Committee members, from the ordeal masters. I thought that was great, seeing all that work that went into it. The airmen that went through that ordeal might not remember it, but certainly all the effort that went in behind the scenes between the youth and the advisors organizing, that was kind of great. And, obviously we were stronger for it, getting more airmen inducted. But the effort and the organization was huge and, certainly successful.
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of tie it into the COVID-19 pandemic. Honestly, the NOAC in 2022, it's funny. I don't know if those are funny moments per se, but looking back on it, having to take COVID-19 tests to be able to go into NOAC and getting that all organized and making sure everybody was negative on that front, it was something that I feel like I'll always look back on. Now I can chuckle about it, but I'm sure a lot of our adult advisors and things were stressed in the moment. But that NOAC entirely was a lot of stuff going on, but I think everybody had an awesome time. I know I had an awesome time. There were a lot of funny moments there as well, but just looking on that whole trip as a whole, it was pretty funny.
I would say the thing that I was most proud of, what I was able to do and what I was able to accomplish, was kind of taking a big transition into being able to be like the true lead of something. For a majority of the time that I was on the LEC, it was as kind of a supporting role. I could even say that with my vice chief position, always someone kind of above me, and kind of creating support for other people. But I think in the lead role, I was really able to kind of establish the kind of personality I'm able to bring, and kind of utilize and recognize the entire LEC that was working alongside me. And just it was really gratifying to see kind of the steps that I've taken personally from someone that was very passive and kind of as a support, not only before I joined the OA, but just scouting in general, to someone that's willing to step up and be a true leader to others.
I would say take every opportunity you can go for. If it comes across and you're hesitant about it, just go for it. Worst thing that could happen is you have a small hiccup or something, but there's always people around you that are able to support you in any way that you need. Mr. Paulson was a great asset the entire time, and the other older leadership that have also already been chief or just older people in the lodge, the Andersons, Pat Dalton, all great resources throughout my term to get whatever needs were done.
Overall, I'd probably say Turtle Trek. Turtle Trek was kind of a huge accomplishment because we were able to bring so many scouts and scouters together and kind of broadcast more awareness for the lodge and for OA. And it was nice to kind of have an event that we could do where we were meeting scouts outside of just the lodge and being able to kind of really show all that the lodge can do and how we can help counsel and how we can bring people together for fun and fellowship.
My favorite moment as Lodge Chief was probably seeing the Adventure at the Fort show. Going into that, I've never spoken in front of more than maybe 400 people, and there was 2,500 people in the audience, which is crazy to think. I was a nervous wreck before it, but it was so cool being on that stage and looking out and seeing so many scouts and scouters. And it was nighttime. It was a cool environment. It was gorgeous as well because we were at the Fort Adams. And I think just being on that stage in front of everyone was a surreal moment.